Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I'm going to be talking about The Handmaid's Tale. So I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale with my wife, Leanne. It is on Hulu. It's a very unusual series, television series. It stars Elizabeth Moss. She came over from Mad Men. I watched all of Mad Men, and I really enjoyed it. And then additionally, it also stars Alexis Bledel, who comes from, who is Rory Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls. So Peggy Olson and Rory Gilmore are both characters which are quintessentially independent females, and come from shows that really kind of highlight them as independent female characters. So very, very, very interesting show. By the way, this content is all spoiler free, and so I'm a big fan of the show. The show is really doing a great job of, you know what? I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the show yet. We're four episodes into the show. Here's what I will say. I acknowledge it's extremely well written. It's written very intelligently. It has compelling characters. They definitely make some choices that I would not have made if I had written it. But it's a very interesting show. And then also, I also am a big fan of this whole movement of television to make content that is specifically aimed at competing with film, which I think that's a great idea. The idea that we're going to make television series that have the quality of film. And by the way, the cinematography on this is absolutely gorgeous. I've really never seen anything like it, actually. So The Handmaid's Tale takes place in a dystopian future, and it's based around the concept of the relationship between Jacob and Rachel. So Jacob and Rachel could not have children, and so Rachel said, Jacob, I want you to go into my handmaid, Bilhah, and then conceive by Bilhah, and then that child by Bilhah will be our child. So in this dystopian future, you can't, women, almost a high percentage of women are infertile. In fact, I would say like 9 out of 10 women are infertile. I think that's the numbers they gave. And then the other ones, it's like a 1 in 5 chance that a child will be born. So even if you become pregnant, the odds of you miscarriaging and all those kind of things are very high. They're just like every dystopian future show today. They're very hesitant to tell you any reasons why anything happens, and I get that, because as soon as you start unpacking reasons, you're going to get people jumping in and saying, "Oh, well, this, and this," right? So the storyteller is going to preserve room to write. So Handmaid's Tale is really quite a fascinating show. I'm really curious where they're gonna go for with it. One of the things that's really very, very interesting is just the idea of the way they use color. So all the handmaidens wear red, and then there are these women called Marthas, and Marthas, they all wear like a tan, okay? And then there are, so Marthas do all of the work that is not specific to having babies. So, of course, all the handmaidens are fertile women, right? And then the Marthas, they have a specific role in the society. And then also, the show is trying to get across the idea that that the dystopian future has kind of been locked down by a struggle within the United States between two different powers, and that more conservative people are on the side of having this handmaiden structure, okay? And the idea of it is that they're trying to preserve society by having this specific structure where children are actually had through. So it's very, very. There was one other role for the women. They're called aunts. So aunts are these women who actually wear aunt, like a sister, like your mother's sister, aunt in that sense. And so aunts, they wear brown, and they are actually like women overseers for the handmaids themselves. So it's a very structured society, and it's really fascinating. Both me and my wife are really interested to see where the story goes. It absolutely is adult content. No one under 18 should see this content, in my opinion. And so, but they structured the story, making it pretty clear that this wasn't a kid's show. So, I think they were very clear with that, with what they were communicating on the show for that. So that's my spoiler-free discussion about The Handmaid's Tale, and really interested to see where the show's going to go. Take care.